Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Camp Beauty. So, how are you all this evening? I hope you're all well. I hope you're not bored being locked down in your houses. But if you are, here's something different for you for half an hour or so. Um, as always, we can have the same format, and I hope you enjoy it. Yeah. So I really hope you're all keeping well and that none of you have had this rather horrible virus. So we're going to start with the very first idiom, which says, you need to act. The ball is. Good evening, Lavinia. Good evening, Victor. So the ball is, you need to act. The ball is what? Ha. Good evening, is in court, so you need a little bit more, Nora. Good evening, Green. Whoa. Ball. The ball is so, Nora, just a fraction more. Good evening, Maesh. Good evening, Helena. And POC. Good evening. So the ball is not rolling down on. In your hand, the ball is good. Stopper. At your court, so almost Hamworth. You just need to change the preposition. The ball is not at your court, Hamworth. Hi, Admin. Good evening, Maesh. Good evening, Samid. The ball is, so to get the ball rolling, Samid, means to start something. And this idiom, but not at, Hamwood. Change at. It's a different preposition. It's not at your court. It's a different preposition. Good evening, Mike. On your foot, and Francisco Pontes Velasco. In your court. Okay, so the ball is in your court. That's it, Lolly. Yeah. So the ball is in your court. You need to act. The ball is in your court. Okay, yes, in your court, Hamworth. In your court. That's what I was looking for. Not at, but in. Good evening, Latta. Okay, so you need to act. The ball is in your court. It's your turn to do something, yeah? The ball is in your is in the camp of football, in the field, in your court. That's the idea, Maesh. Okay, so the ball is in your court. Good evening, Susanta. Good evening, Massimo. And yeah, that's good. So let's try the next one then. The ball is in. That's it, Kira. Yes, Nora, is in your court. That's it, Nora. And with these idioms, it's really important to get the small details right. Yeah? The ball is in your court. It's your turn to act. Okay, so we've got another one here that's coming up. This one says, make, I've got this wrong. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. Don't sit. Good evening, Ricardo. So, I've written this wrong. So, make up your mind. Don't sit. So, where should you not sit? Where should you not sit? Sit still. Don't move. Yeah, okay. I've got it. At least it's right now. So, don't sit still. No, make up your mind. Decide this one or this one. This can't be played in the background. Don't sit cross hand with your arms crossed. Don't sit on your hands. That would be act now. So don't sit with your arms crossed. Don't sit where? Okay, I think you've got problems with this one. Don't sit on the fence. Nick M. Very good. I think that sounds like Nick. Yeah. Don't sit on the fence. Yeah, so don't sit on the fence. If you sit on the fence, you're not making up your mind. You don't support one team and you don't support the other. Caught between two stools, Ricardo. Yeah, don't sit, lazy bones. Get moving. Don't sit on the fence. Yeah? So to sit on the fence, people very often sit on the fence. They don't want to make up their mind and make somebody angry. Yeah, to sit on the fence. Yeah, don't sit fidgeting. Don't sit on the fence. On the fence. Yeah? Okay, so make up your mind. Don't sit on the fence. People are always sitting on the fence between two. Okay, this is a difficult idiom, yeah, but that's good. Like that, you learn all sorts of things. Yeah, don't sit on the fence. Yeah, fence sitters. That's it, latter. Good. Hesitation. Yeah, to hesitate uh, unendingly. Okay, make up your mind. Don't sit on the fence. So let's try the next one then. Yeah, so it says camera. Probably the camera's not very good. Sitting on the fence surely means in a state of confusion. No, if you're sitting on the fence, you're probably not in a state of confusion. Let's see. One friend says, I want to go to the cinema. The other one says, I want to go to the pub. And you don't decide for one or the other. Yeah, you're sitting on the fence. Yeah, you're sitting on the fence. You're not making up your mind. You're not deciding. Yeah, please sit on the chair, but don't sit on the fence. That would do. Okay, so let's try the next one then. If you're hungry, have a sandwich. Ooh, very good, Lolly. If you're hungry, have a sandwich to keep the wolf not full. To keep the wolf far is the idea. To keep the wolf well fed. No, you need to look at what Lolly said. To keep the wolf to keep the wolf away from your door. That would do as well, Amit. Yeah? Okay, so to keep the wolf from the door. To keep the wolf full of food. That's the idea. If you're hungry, have a sandwich to keep from the wolf from the door. Yeah? So if you keep the wolf from the door, then you're not really, really starving. Yeah? Okay. Maybe this is it's 2 hours before lunch and you'll feel really, really hungry. Well, maybe you have a sandwich to keep the wolf from the door. Huh. Yes, sitting on the fence would just waste your time. It would waste everybody's time. Exactly. Okay, so to have a sandwich to keep the wolf from the door. You keep the wolf from the door. Okay, and this one's difficult as well. I seem to have chosen harder ones today, but maybe that's good. Um, okay, so yes, as we were saying, to keep the wolf from the door, to stave off hunger, to keep hunger at bay. Yeah, that's the idea of keep the wolf from the door. You're still going to be hungry later. Well done, Amit, because I appreciate you coming because it's in the middle of the night in India. It's probably like 12:30, nearly 1 o'clock. If you want something to eat, yeah, hungry, when you're hungry, you want to eat. So if you're hungry, have a sandwich to keep the wolf from the door. Oh, Francisco's good at this. So, this is normally true as a rule of thumb. If you're starving, Saeed, have something to eat to keep the wolf from the door. And Ricardo, as a rule of thumb, this is true of thumb, Kira. Okay, as a rule of thumb, yes, yes, yes. Okay, so as a rule of thumb, you measure things by your thumb. It's a general rule, an unwritten rule, but it's not always true. Yeah? Rule of thumb. Rule of thumb, Lolly. Rule of thumb. So let me put it here as a rule of thumb. As a rule of thumb, it is true. Yes, Lata. Yeah, okay, so keep the wolf from the door. That's the idea, Fet. And, oh, this next one I think is reasonably easy. I think many of you will know this next one. Okay, but so... Okay, so this, a rule of thumb, it's a general rule. That's the idea, Helena, a rule of thumb. Let's see, as a rule of thumb, to roast a chicken takes 20 minutes for each pound that the chicken weighs. Each half kilo, so 40 minutes for each kilo. That's a rule of thumb about how long to roast a chicken. That's it, Fet. Amit, I always have the class at this time. So, I don't really like this type of thing. It's not my... Okay, Ricardo, Lolly, Arash, yes, Francisco, Amit, Helena, Kira, Count Beauty, Maesh, FOC, Rizgar. It's not my cup of tea. Great to see you this evening, Rizgar. Okay. So, yes, a POC. It's not my cup of tea. So you say, I don't like this type of thing. It's not really my cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea. I know the British are really, cup of Rosie Lee. Yeah. Okay, so I finish a fiction novel in the night. That's a good example, Sheena. So, as I was saying, the British are famous for liking tea, but unfortunately tea is not really my cup of tea. It's not something I really like. That's funny though. So, it's not my cup of tea, absolutely Fet. So if something's not your cup of tea, it's not really the type of thing you like. Okay, so it's not right up my alley, Francisco. Yeah, it's not up my alley. It's not right up my alley. If something's up your alley, it's the type of thing that you like. I'm pretty sure I got a video about that one. So the next one. He's not feeling well. He's not feeling well. He's under, what's he under? Coffee's your cup of tea, Kira. That's a good one. So, Lolly and Ricardo, yes. If you're not feeling well, and Susanta, and Lavinia, good Lavinia, and Count Beauty. Standing hypocrites is not my cup of tea. Yes, exactly. I love that, Sheena. Okay, Maesh, well done. He's under the weather. Lolly, he's under the weather. He's under pressure. That probably works as well. Amjad, well done. Helena, well done. Hello, Syed. So, good evening, Andy. Under the weather. Yes, Nushad, the weather. Okay, so yeah, he's not feeling well. He's under the weather. Okay, let's try. Let me just paste another one. It takes us a minute or two to get these right, to actually for this to come through because my system is so laggy. Good evening, admin. Yes, under the weather. Amjad and Lata, under the weather. So, I'm going to bed is the next one. I'm going to bed. Yeah? I'm going to the... And there are two possible answers. So, I'm going to bed. I'm going to... The two possible different answers work here. So what is an informal way of saying I'm going to bed? Yeah, I'm going to... Lolly, that was good. Take a nap would be better, Lavinia. So, Lolly and Susanta, that's very good. Hit the sack. Hit the sack. That's really good. Ricardo. Hit the sack. 92. Hoika. And what's the other answer? So I'm going to put hit here. Yeah, to nap. But to hit the sack, I'm going to hit the sack. But what's the other possible one? There. To nap. To hit the hay, Susanta. Yes. So I'm going to hit the sack or hay. Hay is dry grass. I'm going to hit the sack. I'm going to hit the hay. I think the sack is your mattress. And in the past, mattresses used to be made of hay. So you lie down on the hay, you go to sleep. Yeah? Hit the bed. So turn in. Hay. That's it, Ricardo. Hay is what you give animals to eat. You give cows to eat. Hit the hay. Hit the grass. If a person's distressed or anxious, I think under the weather normally means physically ill. They've got a virus or something wrong with something. In what sense hay? Okay, hay, in the past, a bed was made of hay. And that's why hit the hay. And I think the hay was put into a sack, and that's why it's, hit the sack or hit the hay. Woof, I hate hay fever. Yes? Okay. I'm going to hit the hay. Yeah, notice this is quite an informal one as well. Okay, so it's time to change. Yeah? We're going to have a story now. This story is called Aesop and the Hooligan. So let's just make some space. So Aesop and the Hooligan. So all of these stories that I read to you, these are all attributed to Aesop. So I would like to thank Aesop, even if it's a couple of thousand years too late. Okay, a hooligan is somebody who is violent and destroys things, yeah? So, question. Why did Aesop congratulate the hooligan and give him money? And what moral would you give the story? Okay, what moral would you give the story, and why did Aesop congratulate the hooligan and give him money? Good evening, Alia. Okay, so let's read then. Let me read to you. There was a hooligan who threw a stone at Aesop and hit him. Aesop said, "Well done," and he even gave the boy a coin. Then he added, "Confound it. That's all the cash I've got, but I'll show you where to get more." Aesop's a man, is a person, Amit. He's the writer. So then Aesop added, "Confound it. That's all the cash I've got, but I'll show you where to get more. Look, the man coming this way is a wealthy and important person. If you can hit him with a stone the same way you hit me, you'll get the reward you deserve." The hooligan was convinced and did as Aesop told him. But the man, instead of giving the hooligan money, called the city guards, who took the hooligan to prison. So, why did Aesop congratulate the hooligan and give him money? And what moral would you give the story? So, listen again. I'm going to read it the second time. There was a hooligan who threw a stone at Aesop and hit him. Aesop said, "Well done," and he even gave the boy a coin. Then he added, "Confound it. That's all the money I've got. That's all the cash I've got. But I'll show you where to get more money. Look, you see that man? That man coming this way, he's a wealthy and important person. Wealthy, he's got money. If you can hit him with a stone the same way you hit me, you'll get the reward you deserve. The hooligan was convinced by what Aesop said, and did as Aesop told him. But the man, instead of giving the hooligan money, called the city guards, who took the hooligan to prison. So I think the hooligan really did get what he deserved. So, why did Aesop congratulate the hooligan and give him money? And what moral would you give the story? Yes, the name of a storyteller 2,000 years ago. He's about 2,500. Aesop was wise, absolutely, Kira. So, let's see. Okay, Sheena. Aesop taught the hooligan a lesson. As an irony, Aesop congratulated him. That's very good, Sheena. I love it. Helena. Aesop wanted to give a lesson to the hooligan. Moral. What goes around comes around. Oh, I love your moral, Helena. That's really good. So, Sheena and Helena, looks like the ladies are leading here by miles. So, let's see. Okay, Amit, because the hooligan threw a stone, he sold him. So, Sathak, to bring him into a trap, yes. Aesop congratulated the hooligan because he threw a stone. Moral, hit the nail all right. Because he was hit with a stone. Okay, let's see. Saeed Sip, to fool him. And don't trust someone who you fucked with. Yeah, I think that's quite a good moral as well. Good evening, Funda. Aesop was high-key happy because of the gun he had in front of his eyes. Therefore he asked him to do the same thing to a wealthy mate so as to get the child into jail. You've understood it, POC. Kira, Aesop wanted to see if the hooligan was really bad to get punished. The moral is the hooligan is too stupid. Yeah, the hooligan is definitely stupid in the story, Lavinia. Free illegal advice is not a good option. I love it, Rizgar. Okay, Naima. Aesop is more mature and tricks the hooligan. Very good, Naima. He serves the hooligan right. Okay, Lolly, it, not he. Normally we use it. It serves you right. It serves him right. It serves the hooligan right. Normally serve somebody right, you need it as the beginning. Amit, don't mess with Aesop. Absolutely. So, Abash. Aesop cozened and bamboozled the hooligan, for his preposterousness and imbecility. Moral, one who conquers his mind is better than others conquering thousands in a battlefield. And Count Beauty. Aesop decided to teach the hooligan by fooling him. When he gave him money and said about the reward, Aesop made the hooligan believe that he does a good job. I think better he had done a good job, Count Beauty. So, Arif, it's poetry. Susanta. Aesop played a trick on the hooligan to incentivize him to hit the rich man. Good English. Patronizing always works routine. Okay, Sadfak, you cannot trust someone who you have messed with. That's a good moral. I like it. POC, don't be a dull. Don't be dull. And the next time, kill him. Just kidding. Okay. Aesop turned the other cheek. Not really. I think he got revenge. Yeah? Alia, he taught him the lesson of how not to be so greedy. That's good. Sheena, I hit the nail all right means Aesop took revenge the revenge, no, took revenge very cleverly through a third powerful person. I've got a good story about Quakers like that, Sheena. So Vasu. Each of Aesop's fables explains a moral. Absolutely. Amit. Moral. Never be too greedy. Good. The moral. A taste of one's own medicine. I like it, Naima. Count Beauty. What works on the hoi polloi does not apply for rich people. Notice that's really good. I like that. But with hoi polloi, you need the. I know it's a double the because hoi means the, but in English they say the hoi polloi. It shows how ignorant we English are sometimes. Okay, Helena. The hooligan was rather greedy and was punished for that. That's great, Helena. Majed. Okay, so you don't know what's happening. Yes, you probably better watch the video. So, Mannequin, thanks for bestowing us with live English lesson. I learn a lot. With live English lessons. Rizgar. Aesop was expecting the consequences of the hooligan's outcome one day. Yeah. Nora. I think Aesop couches his congratulations to the hooligan in an ironic mode, as if he was saying, congratulations for finding your snare. Good use of couch. Andy. Aesop wanted to improve the hooligan's financial situation. You need a the, Andy. By showing a richer provider. Unfortunately, the wealthy person had not met no thee this time, Aesop's expectations. So, 92 Boyka, don't trust the oppressed because you start a war and war is unfair. That works, Boyka. So, Nora, karma has given the hooligan a very good lesson. Yeah, karma's a good thing. So, Lavinia, the hooligan is the proof that wealth, no thee, isn't good enough to reach happiness. So, wealth, happiness, love, money, no thee, Nora. When they no thee, Lavinia. When they're general words like that, general nouns, we don't use thee. Barmer. Ah. Okay, it's good to have you here, Barmer. And Susanta, moral, the victory of good over evil, absolutely. Was happy high key, okay. And Alia, Aesop just treated that poor city guy as a donkey of, I think, by holding a carrot in front of his nose and leading him by his hand as a proper reward. Ricardo, he only seemed to have turned the other cheek to be able to set up an ambush. I like that, Ricardo. That's good English. Aesop should have meditated more often. Elena, Aesop was good at giving live lessons too. Yes, very definitely. Kira, rich men were more important, so the punishment was more severe, and the hooligan's stupidity was more obvious. Good English, Kira. Lolly, a bad action is never rewarded. The hooligan must remember that. So, I didn't read your comment. Yes, I did. I read it before. Aesop was high key happy. I was extremely happy because of the gun he had in front of his eyes. But it's not a gun. He's the hooligans throwing stones. Therefore, he asked him to do the same thing to a wealthy mate. I'm not sure the rich man's a mate. I think he's just someone walking down the street so as to get the child into jail. I like the so as too. Another story next week, Lavinia. Alia. Aesop beat that hooligan by another hand. By surreptitious work. By a surreptitious plan. Oh my gosh, I still need to read the story, don't I? So, Amit, Aesop set the example of never lose confidence in a difficult situation. So let me put this here, and when it comes up I will read it. Okay, so Amit again. Aesop set an example. Set the example. The example's good. Of never lose confidence in a difficult situation. Rizgar. Hooliganism is disruptive at the end of the day. At, not in. Surreptitious hand. Surreptitious is hidden, not obvious, not open. Need to bear the yes, you need to bear the consequences of your misdeeds. So Aesop is an avenger. An avenger. Yeah, to take revenge, but the person is an avenger. Okay, let me write avenger here. Avenger. Okay, so I'm going to read this now. We've got the text there for us. There was a hooligan who threw a stone at Aesop and hit him. Aesop said, "Well done," and he even gave the boy a coin. Then he added, "Confound." So, bloody hell, oh dear, what a problem. That's all the cash I've got. I've got no more money, but I'll show you where to get more. Look, the man coming this way is a wealthy and important person. So he's wealthy, he's rich, he's got a lot of money. He's wealthy, he's a wealthy and important person. If you can hit him with a stone the same way as you hit me, you'll get the reward you deserve. Yeah, so you'll get your just desserts. Okay, you'll get the reward you deserve. The hooligan was convinced and did as Aesop told him. But instead of giving him money, the man called the city guards, the police effectively, who took the hooligan to prison. Confound it, that's it, Alia. What a problem. Absolutely. Damn it. What a problem. I'm not happy about it. So, Savthak, when you mess with the class that is domineering, you will not receive a medal. I like that comment, Savthak. To mess with the class that is domineering, you will not receive a medal. That's good work, Savthak. Okay, Kira, the revenge has got more scrumptious. So, know thee, Kira. Revenge has got more scrumptious. When you have a general concept, love is more important than money. Time is valuable. Know thee with any of those words. Health is the most important thing in our lives. Health, not the health. Okay? The health service. Why did the boy hit Aesop in the first place? And the boy hit Aesop in the first place because he was a hooligan. And he did hit the rich man with the stone as well. But the rich man called the guards, and people will listen to the rich man. So, Aesop congratulating the boy and giving him the coin convinced the child to hit the wealthy man. He wanted to teach the bad boy a good lesson. Punishment is required to keep enemies at bay. That's very good. Okay, scrumptious, Susanta. Scrumptious is delicious, is really enjoyable. The lunch I had today was absolutely scrumptious. Barbecued fish, fresh fish from the sea. Yeah? Scrumptious. That's scrumptious. That cake looks scrumptious. Okay, so time to finish up now. Let me just ask a couple of questions. So, first question. What's between the clutch and the accelerator? What would you find between the clutch and the accelerator? What would you find between the clutch and the accelerator? What would you find between the clutch and the accelerator? It's sumptuous. Yes, absolutely, Susanta. He was being sarcastic, Southak. Yes. Voluptuous. Voluptuous is beautiful and fat. The break, Sadthak, well done. Count Beauty, the break, well done. Lolly, the break. So, yes, let me get back to what I was actually doing. So, what is between the clutch and the accelerator? The brake. Yes, yes, Nora, to confound. I'm confounded by the logic of this. It confuses me. Fet, good, the brake pedal. Funda, the brake pedal. The clutch and the accelerator, these are the pedals on a car. In a car, there are three pedals. The clutch to change gear, the brake to stop, and the accelerator to vroom, vroom. Okay. Well done, Neymar. Well done, admin. Well done, Sheena. So it's obvious, Lee, Barner, the brake. The brake. Well done, Manu. So let's try the next question. Ah, yes, this is probably a little bit difficult, but if you use logic, you can get it. What's the name of the river in Cambridge? What is the name of the river in Cambridge? What is the name of the river in Cambridge? If you don't know it, you will always remember it after this. What is the name of the river in Cambridge? What is the name of the river in Cambridge? The brake is to the right. It depends it depends on whether you're in a British car or an American car or a French car. So, no, the Thames is in Oxford, Susanta. Vasu, well done. Really good. So, what is the name of the river in Cambridge? It's the Cam. It's the bridge over the River Cam. And that's why it's called Cambridge. The river's called the Cam. So, Nima, well done. Andy, the Cam. Rizgar, the Cam. Absolutely. Yeah? So what's between this? The break. Okay, yes, because it's the bridge over the River Cam. That's the place where the bridge over the Cam was. Let's try another one. Name something transparent. Well done, Amjad. Well done, Fet. Yeah, Hamwood, he set a trap for him. So the next one. Grantchester. Grantchester's just to the south of Cambridge. Okay, name something transparent. Name something transparent. Well done, Sheena, the Cam. There you go. Name something transparent. Name something transparent. Well done, Beauty. Well done, Lolly. Well done, Rizgar. Lolly again, yes. Saeed, well done, good work. So, plastic is transparent, glass is transparent. Thought, I like that. A thought can be transparent as well. Yep, the Cam is a river, and that's why it's called Cambridge, Manu. Okay, ooh, thank you, Kira. That's really nice of you. So, Elena, glass. Absolutely, glass is transparent. Thank you so much for that donation, Kira. Made my day. And Sheena, water is transparent. Fet, glass is transparent. Naima, water is transparent. Susanta, water is transparent. Plastic wrap. Rita Mahara, plastic wrap. Vasu, plastic. Boyka, good. Haida, good. Bana, good. Kira, the air. Yeah, the air is transparent as well. Okay, Manu, air is as well. And Sadthak, diaphanous. 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 Okay, open with a big space. Let's try. The retina's transparent as well. I think so as well. So let's try one more then. Last one. Oh, I need to paste that one there. Name something transparent. That's really easy. And last one's a bit of a scientific one. What is the total number of dots on a dice? What is the total number of dots on a dice? What is the total number of dots on a dice? What's the total number of dots on a dice? This is a weird question. A ghost is transparent. Absolutely, Funda. So, what is the total number of dots on a dice? Yeah, yeah, coronavirus is transparent to the human eye. Sad fact, smart guy. 21 is the right answer. Amjad, 21. So, Count Beauty, if you think each pair of sides adds up to 7, 6 and 1, 5 and 2, 4 and 3, 3 sevens are 21. Okay, that's brilliant. So we got lots and lots of them, but 21's the right answer. That's enough for today. You've been a wonderful crowd. I want you all to stay safe. We will have another of these live stream lessons next week at exactly the same time. I would like to thank Kira for her donation. It's really kind of her. And I will see you all next week. Yeah? So thank you very much. Stay safe and look after yourselves, all of you. So bye bye.